legend, God rest his soul, Bobby D, Bobby Darin. What a voice, and that song is Don't Rain on My Parade. I'll give you a little bit more of that fantastic track. He's swinging.
Don't tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Life's candy and the sun is a ball of butter. Who told you you're allowed to rain on my parade? I'm gonna march my band out, I'll beat my drum, and if I'm found out, your turn at bat, sir. Hey, at least I didn't fake it, the hat, sir. So what? I didn't make it, but when
that was a voice. Bobby Darin, forget about it. He owned a nightclub floor. Owned it, owned it, owned it. Man, I wish he was around today. Died way, way too young. God rest his soul again, Bobby D. Don't rain on my parade. Now, folks, if you forgot who I am, I'm the man with the fedora, the pinky ring, and the New York thing. Forget about it. Bad Brad Berkwood. And this is another RSR video email bag show. I told you folks, I got questions. I'm catching up. Hey, I enjoy taking your questions, and boy, you got some good ones once again. Now, if you want to be on my next show, how do you do that? I'm waiting for it. Tell me. Oh, that's right. I'm recording this. You can't tell me. Forget about it. Send your questions in to Ringside Report 2014 at gmail.com. It's Ringside Report 2014 at gmail.com. Now, call to arms. Call to arms. Arms. Call to arms. Subscribe to the RSR YouTube channel. Our numbers are growing. We're trying to reach our first goal of 500 viewers. I need your help. So everybody watching this, if you love me, hey, if you hate me, whatever. I'm not going to stop. I appreciate everybody. As long as you're not rude, forget about it. We can always debate an opinion. Send them in. But help me get to 500 viewers. We're at 357 strong. All right? So push us to our first goal of 500 subscribers to the RSR YouTube channel. Now, the book, Boxing Interviews of a Lifetime, by the guy who voted today. I did my duty. All right? I voted. Now, if you want to get Boxing Interviews of a Lifetime, go to authorhouse.com. Again, that's authorhouse.com. You can pick it up in paperback, or you can pick it up in hard cover with dust jacket. All right? Again, it's wholesale there, folks. That's why I always pitch it. But you can buy it at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, anywhere else online that you would like to buy it. But if you go to authorhouse.com, you save a few fazools. And for the guy in the back who I said back, now you're out the act. Fazools or clams. Then he says to me again, I reminded him, back, double out the act. Clams, fazools, that's money. And I'm all about you people saving money. Now, without further ado, forget about it. Let's get into your questions tonight. First question is, Bad Brad, you need to do 3 shows a day because I can't get enough of them, brother. Your integrity, humor, and always being fair has endeared you to many at my boxing gym who also watch your show on YouTube. We appreciate you. I wanted to get your opinion of Triple G. I really like this guy. Thanks, Pat J, NAS, Pensacola, Florida. Pat J. Well, first of all, pal, you didn't say what branch you're in. I'm going to assume Navy, but you could be in the Marines or different. You could be in the Coast Guard if they have Coast Guard out there, or the Air. No, I don't think there's Air Force. But first and foremost, thank you, Pat J, for your service. From a retired Navy veteran, I appreciate you, and I can't say enough great things about our military. The young men and women, and the older men and women in the military, you have my utmost respect. I will always back you. Always, always, always. Now, NAS Pensacola, I got to say to you real quick, Pat J, 86, 87, I was stationed there before I got transferred to Naval Hospital, Pensacola. And man, oh man, was it a forget about it. I can't even go into that because Debbie's in the back. If she hears what I got to say, she might say, you never told me that story. I can't tell her everything, folks. Can't tell her everything. But hey, I'm going to tell you what. Yeah, I was the prince of the city. I'll say it. Not trying to brag, but man, oh man, Pensacola was the bomb back then. Now, what do I think of Triple G? Been asked that question many, many times, but it's your question, and I'm happy to answer it. Fantastic fighter, lots of power, okay? 34-0, 31 knockouts. Only knock on him is this, and I don't completely blame him. I blame his management. I blame the World Bogus Council, who said, he's going to fight Canelo. We're going to make it happen. Yeah, hold your breath. Forget about it. Don't hold your breath. Somebody out there might try it. I don't want you to kick over. Now, the only knock on Triple G is this. He needs a career-defining fight. He has not had that to date. Okay, he was on a pay-per-view against David Lemieux, starched him. That's not a career-defining fight. Lemieux's a decent fighter, good power, but he's there to be hit, and Triple G did that. Career-defining super fight, that's going to help cement his legacy. Okay, now, let me say this. Everybody wants to throw Marvin Hagler out there, and we know there was only one. Actually, I met Marvin Hagler in 1990 in Italy. Early 91 in Italy. I tell you, he was a great guy. We talked the whole night about boxing. He was special. There's only one. It's not fair, even though we do it. I do it myself in dream matchups, but that's what they are, dream matchups, and nobody does them better for the most part than Dave Mythical Sidersky on Ringside Report. But that's what they are. Make believe and what if, not what actually happened. Comparing Triple G to Marvin Hagler is not fair for one major reason. The level of opposition that Marvin Hagler had during his era, you'll never see the likes of that again. Forget about it. I mean, come on. Roberto Duran, even though he moved up, put up a great fight against Hagler. Sugar Ray Leonard, okay, Sugar waited till Hagler was on a decline, but still Sugar Ray Leonard. Tommy Hearns, okay, and other great fighters that he faced during his title reign. Triple G doesn't have an opposition, but that's not Triple G's fault. Okay, it's like Roy Jones. They compared him to the light heavyweights of the 70s and the early 80s. You can't do that. Roy was great for his era. I'm not a fan of Roy Jones anymore, but he was pound for pound the best fighter when he was on top, not challenging fans to fight and not sending out schmeckle, as I'm going to use Packy Boom Boom Goldstein's word, pictures of his schmeckle to his side dish, side piece, whatever the hell you call it. I lost all respect for Roy. But it wasn't fair, and they did the same thing to him. You can't compare him to the golden era of the light heavyweights. Triple G is special in his own era, but he needs a career-defining fight, and that's my answer. Next question. Bad Brad, I just watched your show that had questions with Vinny Paz, questions on Vinny Paz and Quick Tillis. I couldn't agree with you more on your thoughts. Only difference, I actually had Tyson versus Tillis, a draw. Okay, that's fair. I'm a big fan of Floyd Mayweather Jr. What do you think was his greatest fight in his 49 wins, and why? Obisha T from Accra, Ghana. Wow, Obisha T from Accra, Ghana. Okay? I usually ask people that I meet from Ghana. I met a lot of people on the East Coast, especially I put a lot of people in the Navy from Ghana. They either were from Kumasi or from Accra, and they spoke Tree. I never spoke Tree. They always said, when I said that to them, you speak Tree, they said, you speak Tree? They thought I did. No, but I do know this much. I always ask them this question. Who did you like better, Azuma Nelson or Ike Quartey? Unanimous decision, Azuma Nelson. They thought Ike Quartey was a great fighter, but they thought he was a pompous ass. Now, I never saw that side of him. You guys would know better over there because he's from there. Now, your question was Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s greatest fight. Oh, that's easy. Boom, right off the top of my head. You ready for it? Wait for it. Diego Corrales, 2001. Why? Because Floyd was Pretty Boy Floyd when, man, he would trade and he would knock people out. And Diego Corrales was a murderous puncher, as we saw when he went on to go and fight Jose Luis Castillo. Now, Floyd didn't beat Diego Corrales. He annihilated him. Best fight of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s career. Toughest fighter, in my opinion, that he faced. Unfortunately, he became Money Mayweather and put safety first, which I understand safety, but he really did start cherry picking. Him and his management became ridiculous. Diego Corrales is Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s toughest and best win on his resume. I'm the one saying it. Take it to the bank. Forget about it. All right, last question. Bad Brad. Stick and move and never lose. Forget about it. Okay, you cracked me up with that, and your opening of, if you forgot who I am, I'm the man with the fedora, the pinky ring, and the New York thing. Priceless. Oh, this guy's really watching the show. All right, pal. I have 2 questions for you. Do you think Oscar De La Hoya was really great? Also, who would you pick between Roberto Duran and Pernell Whitaker at lightweight? Tommy B, Boise, Idaho. Boise, Idaho. Wow, Tommy B. First of all, I'm glad you're watching. Thanks for appreciating my opening. Hey, we always gotta keep it fresh and lively. Forget about it. Now, Oscar De La Hoya, was he really great? Yes, he was really great. He fought everybody. He never cherry-picked, okay? I personally think that he beat Tito Trinidad. I know about the last 3 rounds. He should have done better than taking him off, but I still think he did enough to win that fight. I know a lot of people think Ike Quartet beat him. Okay. Now, here's the thing. He fought everybody. Shane Mosley in his prime. Fernando Vargas. Ike Quartet. He fought Manny Pacquiao when everybody knew, including Oscar, that he was shot. He got destroyed. But I give him balls. I give him credit for the balls, I should say. I give him balls. He already had balls. I give him credit for having balls to fight Manny Pacquiao. At that point, Manny Pacquiao was a beast. You were talking about 2007. And he fought Floyd Mayweather Jr. Come on. And he put up a good fight. Some people thought he won. Some people thought he lost. I thought it was a close fight, but I don't think he won. I think Floyd pulled it out. But it was a good fight. In his prime, now I'm going to go on record, I'm going to say this. In Oscar De La Hoya's prime, he beats Floyd Mayweather, in my opinion, of course. Now, other question was, oh my God, I'm salivating at the mouth. Forget about it. It's like some good lasagna, some baked ziti, some cannolis, some tiramisu. Roberto Duran in his prime against Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker at lightweight. Oh my God, boxing lover's dream. Now, man, that's a tough fight. Of course, you got Roberto Duran, who was a beast, but you got Pernell Whitaker, who was, oh my God, forget about it, what a boxer in his prime. You know, we know what happened. I'm going to think Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard, 1980, up in Canada, Quebec or wherever, but in Montreal. Okay, same thing. So, Sugar Ray Leonard loses to Roberto Duran. Then he comes back with the infamous no mas, and he beats Duran when he quits because he was boxing his ears off. Well, Whitaker would be tested in this fight, no doubt. Okay? He'd have to box the best fight of his life, or he would get, I think he would, I don't know. I think he may get stopped. I know Sugar Ray Leonard didn't get stopped, but Sugar Ray had a fantastic chin. Don't judge him. Towards the end of his career, when Camacho knocked him out, Sugar Ray Leonard was shot. And when he fought Terry Norris in 91 and got dropped, I think 2 or 3 times, he was shot. Okay, now, I got to pick one, right? Oh, I want to say a draw. Man, it's such a great fight. I'm going to go like this. If Roberto Duran gets to Pernell Whitaker, he stops him middle rounds. And I'm gonna make this fight 15 rounds because we're going to say back in the day. So I'd say Roberto Duran stops him between 8 and 10. If he doesn't get to him, and it's quite a possibility that he doesn't, Sweepy is going to beat him via a close, unanimous decision in the 116, 112. I feel like I'm doing a robot here. 115, 113 range. All right, folks. And Tommy B, fantastic questions. Feel free to send them in from Idaho. I got fans in Idaho. Hey, who knew? Forget about it. All right, folks. That's another RSR video email bag show in the can. And as we always do, and as Frank Sinatra sang so eloquently, so long ago, the best is yet to come. Bad Brad out.